Good morning, everybody. Day 5 of Let's Talk, Calm Chaos, and Keep Balance. Today, I want to talk about what the COVID-19 has done for us, not to us, but for us. So we'll be discussing that today, and at the end, I will also let you know how to apply for some free coaching. Like I said, been saying all week, since I've got some extra openings or whatever, and this is a tough time for all of us. Don't hesitate. I'm liking the applications coming in, and that just keep them coming in, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. I say done for us instead of to us. It's because I like to look at things as happening for us and not to us. How can we, like on Monday, my card said embrace. How can we embrace it? So when we change how we look at it, kind of empowers us also. Most of the time, it's only 10% of what happens and 90% of how you react to what happens. So anybody reading the safer at home list and notice that there's actually more on the list of what is allowed than there is what is not allowed? Just to look at that balance, that's kind of an inspiring thing in a time like this. It's going to be a roller coaster. I'm not going to lie. For many of us, we're all going to have different good days, and we're all going to have different bad days, and for different reasons. So as we've been talking about that all week too. But really, if you can stay focused and stay in a routine, like yesterday we touched on routines. Touched, I say, because a routine is different for everybody, but we all have to sleep. If you're working, whatever, it's setting a time and doing it at the same time every day, and staying in that routine. But with a plan, with a focus, this month's going to be over before you know it. What I want to look at today for what has the COVID-19 done for us, it's given us some time to slow down, some time to do some inner reflecting, some time to deal with our inner self, our quiet self. I listened to a friend today. I loved her quote. I'm going to quote her. Love ourselves strong. How can you love yourself strong? Take some time. Give that some thought. Is that reevaluating your life? Is that a little bit more self-care during this time? Is that, thanks, Andrew. Giving yourself a little more self-care, setting yourself a better routine. Maybe this is the time that you want to actually start a new habit for yourself, a new healthier, I've been wanting to do this, so now that you have a month, maybe this is a time to kind of do that, and then work into how you can keep that in your life. Maybe this is a time to improve your relationships. Maybe it's an opportunity. Look at things as an opportunity and what this has done for us instead of what this has done to us. What opportunities are arising for you? Spending more time with the family? How are you doing that? Are you making it quality? Ask yourself this. How many times have you said, well, someday when I get time, I'm gonna do dot dot dot. If I only had more time, I would consider doing this. I don't have time, but if I had more time, I would do that. What are you doing with your time now? Um, Andrew, who's given me some hearts and likes this morning, I saw a post of his earlier, and I kind of chuckled because that's what my video's about today. What can you involve the family with? What can you do with the extra time? Just because you're there 24 hours a day and everybody may be also getting on each other's nerves, how can you make that quality time? Get the whole family involved. This is spring. Do some spring cleaning. Get the kids, everybody take a closet. Um, Cook the meals together. That's an opportunity that many of us don't get very often because the kids either have some kind of practice or game, or one parent's working a different shift or running kids. So look for the opportunities in this horrible pandemic that we're going through. There's always good and bad. It's just uncovering it and finding it. And that's staying focused. That's not panicking. Panic keeps us on that upper level and doesn't allow us to dig in there. Establishing that routine yesterday, like I said, didn't go in deep because it's going to be for everybody. It's going to be different. But how about a game night? Lunch isn't done with. It's not that you can't have lunch with your family or your friends throughout this month. Call them virtual visits. Have virtual visits with your family, your relatives, your loved ones, your co-workers. Maybe this is the time to go through your clothes closets. There's all kinds of ideas, and I would love to help you brainstorm if you need extra and help in brainstorming ideas of what to do with your time, how to organize it, or that routine. Like I said, I'm giving away free coaching slots, anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes to help you get through this. But brainstorming, I'm doing about 15 to 30 minutes, and I'll give you the instructions at the end here. But consider using this time as a reset, as a revaluation. It's almost like I used to say, if the world could just stop and I could get caught up. Guess what? The world kind of has stopped in a way. It's not. It still's going on. But in many ways it has for me. And I'm taking this time and getting myself caught up too. We're all in this together, and I'm here to hold your hand in any way that I can. But I will be taking time. I'm doing what I'm discussing with you. I'm also doing these things too. But look at how you're spending your time. Look at what's important to you. Make a list of things you want to change. What do you want to work on? What would you like to improve? So, what things are habits? When this is over, what new habits maybe you've tried now, or have been wanting to change, but like I said, haven't had the time. How can you make that continue after we come out of this in 30 days or however long it lasts? When this is over, how are you going to maintain that? That's a problem down the road, but for today, look at today and what it is that you would like to change, and we can figure out how to maintain it. That is what I do. I help you figure out ways to do in your busy lifestyle But I really encourage you to take the time right now, for those of you that have had the opportunity to slow down. Maybe you've been forced into that, but look at it in a way of it happening for you and not to you. And how can you take this time and grow your business when you are back in business, grow it even stronger. And maybe that's a website. Maybe that's working on your website. Maybe that's working on different materials for it. Also, those who, I wanted to touch on this too, those who are been forced out of employment, there are a lot of places that are hiring. I think I put a list on here earlier this week. Grocery stores mainly, for delivery. That kind of puts you a little bit in contact with people. It's minimal, but it's still in contact. But there's opportunities out there if you're needing them. There's also, I saw some sites, but I did not get a chance to confirm that. But I heard United Way or Greater, something like that, putting out some packages or help. So do some search, do some online search for that if you're needing assistance. Anyway, also I put on today, because I actually took the time to read word for word our Topeka, city of Topeka and basically Shawnee County, safer at home order frequently asked questions. Because I've been getting asked some questions myself and having to go and check it. So I put it on there. Actually two discussions I've had this week revolves around, well, no, actually it's three. I've talked with three who didn't understand this one. Can you take leisure drives? Leisure drives are not permitted during the safer at home order. And even myself, and this is what I told my clients, even myself, I was thinking that, oh my, and my mother-in-law, she was one of them. I was thinking that, well, when I get stir crazy, that good old-fashioned Sunday drive that we used to have, that'll come in handy. And we got to talking as to, me and my mother-in-law, for one, got to talking as to why they've kind of taken that out. So I've had other conversations since then too. Our protection. She didn't even think of the gas pumps. And then, yeah, you're using your credit card. You're not going in and seeing anybody, but you have to touch the buttons. Rubber gloves, carrying a paper towel in your car. These rules right now are put in there for our protection. They're put in there for our health workers who's trying to keep people who are sick, get them healthy, trying to keep them protected. And so if we're minimizing how often we are in a situation or go to that gas tank that we don't even think of, then that's just minimizing an opportunity for us to even come into contact remotely. Same as if you were in a car accident, maybe you were totally healthy until you had to go to the hospital to just get stitches. And you come into contact or whatever. It's just there for keeping us safe. There's ways out of this. There's ways to get around this, just like virtual visits. Put your idea. I'm really curious. So, entertain me and entertain everybody else who's on this group and watching. What's something that you do? what ideas now and like yesterday and I think Wednesday, I'm really recommending you write them down. Make that go-to list. I think we talked about that Wednesday. Make that go-to list so that when you do get restless and you do get stir crazy or you do get overwhelmed or lonely or so bored that you really can't stay focused, you have a list to keep you focused. And that'll help you get through that hour, that minute, that day. Maybe it lasts a whole day for you, but you have a list to go to get you through this. So, bringing this to an end today, I would love to brainstorm if you need some additional brainstorming or use this group because a lot of you can go back and forth just helping each other out through the posts in brainstorming. But if you need additional brainstorming, I don't have a lot of openings, but I do have a few, and I would be happy to help you 15-30 minutes for free. And my information for that is on the group site, not on my regular page here. So I will be sharing this video as always. And let me know too what you want to do going forward. Is this helping you with me coming on daily? Would you like it once a week? I definitely encourage the posting through that group. Because we can all help each other out. It doesn't just have to be me. I said this last week or the beginning of this week. What's easy for one person is often difficult for another person, and vice versa. So when somebody's really struggling with something and it's so easy for another person, you can help each other. So put that in there. Put the posts in what you're struggling with, what you're doing to combat it. I don't care how silly you think it is. You're not going to be alone. There's going to be somebody else with the same thought or the same question. So put it out there. If you found a good way, a good idea of how to spend some time with the kids, put it out there. Share it. And as of right now, unless I hear differently from you guys, I'm not planning on going 5 days a week. I'm planning on just kind of popping in and doing as I get questions, or I get a lot of questions from you all that seems kind of similar, and do a post that way. But otherwise, let me know, because if this is helping and you want me to keep coming up with it daily, not a problem, but keep the questions coming in so that I know how I can better serve you. And again, throughout this whole thing, my email is on the private group. And I'll give you instructions there for if you need some extra support during this 30 days during this pandemic, and give you some free coaching through there. So you'll find my email address, and you on that private group, Let's Talk, and I will give you an application for the free coaching session. So as far as today's video, same thing. It will also be an application for that 15-30 minute brainstorming idea too, which is also free. So like I said, I don't have a lot of them, but I've got a few of them, and I'll definitely help you out what I can. So thank you. Oh, hi, Doug. Thank you, and everybody stay safe and stay healthy. And like I said, unless I hear differently from you, I won't be doing this every day next week. I'll just be popping on whenever I hear enough questions from you guys, or something that is really, I think, very helpful for somebody. So have a great weekend, and hopefully the sunshine will come back out and warm us all up. Thank you. Bye-bye.